welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. You almost gave the Worthy clap at halftime. That's how good you were feeling.
Yeah, I thought the game was over at halftime.
I know.
It was so good, but
Big game, James, Robert Ory, Perez, Chris McGee, Ali Clifton is there. No AD, no Braun, no Danny Green, no problem. Lakers win their 8th in a row. And running out of ways to kind of describe this team. You've called them a deep team, fun, they're great. But tonight, big game, James, Rob, and Perez reminded us all that when your superstars don't play, it doesn't mean the game's not over. This is the NBA. And when guys are given the opportunity to step up, and they do, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And this team delivered in a big way. This is a fun win and a great win.
Yes, I mean, this was an exciting win, unexpected. We knew it would be competitive, and you knew someone would step up in the absence of, you know, 3 players, especially your 2 stars. But it seems like they got together and said, hey, you know, we're missing some guys. We have to start from the finish, from the beginning to the finish. And they did it, a collective effort. Kuz, amazing. You know, give him the opportunity to score. But I just thought the leadership of Rondo, you know, was the key. You know, with LeBron out, AD out, you needed senior leadership. And he went back into the book of the Boston days and pulled it up.
7 guys in double figures, 4 of those off the bench.
He said Boston. But, you know, the thing about it is like Rondo is, you know, he almost had a triple-double, but the bench played extremely well. You got double digits, almost everybody who played except for Dudley, but we all know Dudley's out there for just, you know, leadership and playing good defense, which he did. You know, he's not going to get credit for those defensive stops down the stretch where he went up, you know, a verticality drill and the cause of the fast break on the other end. He's not going to get credit for that, but Dudley, I thought, even though he didn't score any points, he was key. He didn't do anything wrong, but he helped that team defensively, which was the most important thing when they were struggling for a second.
All right, let's go back to Oklahoma City. Rajon Rondo stepped up without AD and LeBron, 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. Let's hear from Rondo. He's with AD.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Rajon Rondo. Rondo, it's a big win for you guys. For the 2nd game in a row, you guys come out with a lot of energy, a lot of pace. What's to that?
Our defensive energy. Defensively, we came out, we got stops, we were able to get on a break, create mismatches, and get a quick pace going.
You came out very aggressive tonight.
You was out.
Scoring, getting your teammates involved. When Anthony Davis and LeBron James on the play, what's your mindset?
Well, that's about 75 shots total, so I divided it up, but Kuz was playing, so that's another 38 shots divided by that. Subtract 2. So, I mean, just trying to be aggressive, like I said, get everybody involved. Regardless of who's in and out, we try to play together as a team and come out with the right mindset and get a win.
Great. Speaking of Kyle Kuzma, he played ultimately well tonight. Shooting threes, post-ups, rebounding the ball, doing it all. The guys that stepped up tonight played very well. What's to that?
Just having the right mindset. You know, we practice hard. We got a hell of a first unit we play against every day, so coming out against these guys isn't easy, but it isn't tough at all.
Great win, Rondo. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
That's the best assist you've given all season. Thank you.
Right. I got to agree.
Well done. Well done. There's nothing more we've got from Oklahoma City. Geeter, back to you.
I feel that's the best way to ask a question. Just go on and then just say, what's to that?
What's to that?
What's to that? Make the guy answer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a good way of interviewing people. I wish I'd used that technique with Dwight Howard when I sat down with him.
That was amazing right there. Big game, James.
That's
AD stepping up.
You know, yeah.
That just also shows a lot of how much fun these guys are having.
You know, and Rob alluded to that. When you like each other, and, you know, they had a mission. When they met in Vegas, when they were watching the Summer League, all those guys were in Vegas, they said, look, we might be able to win a championship this year. If we do this, if we stay together, if we do this. And it looks like they're in the process of doing it.
Brez, Rondo, and Kuz. We talked a lot about them in the pregame show. Those were the 2 guys that would have the ball in their hands the most. They would have the big opportunities. They would also have to lead. They both delivered. You look at their first quarters alone. Rondo, 12, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Kuz was 2 for 2 from 3 with 14 points. That's just the first quarter, Brez. Now you look at their combined numbers right here. They did it all.
I don't know what I'm more surprised about. The fact this team got 79 points in the first half. Last night in Dallas, their highest first half output in 31 years or something like that. Or tonight, no LeBron, no AD, no Danny Green. Can't understate any of that. And this team came out ready to play against a solid team. OKC has had the 3rd best record in the NBA since late November. This is not a softie. This is a tough place to play as well. And those two guys right there, Kyle Kuzma, we said before the game, he can fill it up. He had a 41-point game last season against Detroit. And, everyone really pitched in on this. I feel like towards the end of the game, the Lakers are just shooting from deep. They didn't care because Dwight Howard was under the bucket. He was fantastic tonight. 14 rebounds for Dwight Howard.
It's funny. I was just going to say, when we had the over-under in Lake Show, if he was going for 24, you were like, Kuz is getting more than 24. I mean, he's going to be getting 24 shots.
Exactly. You know the funny thing about that? I couldn't help but to laugh, though. You see how many assists Kuz had?
That was not his role tonight, Rob. His role was bucket.
That's my point. He wasn't passing the ball tonight. That's my whole point.
He only had one turnover, though, Rob.
Hey, because he didn't try to pass it. And that's the thing. When you have guys like AD and LeBron out, and you got a score like Kuz, there is no way he will get 30-plus points. And he wasn't going to pass it, and he came out. He was on fire from the beginning, so he shouldn't pass it. So he played good tonight. He's one of those type of guys that let you know when you need someone to score, you can call on me.
Listen, we've wanted to see these types of games from Rondo more consistently, big game James, but it's hard when he's not in that role. Tonight, you have to be happy for him that the ball was put in his hands, and let's be honest, got to give him credit. He delivered.
Yeah, I mean, he knows how to. I mean, he's a coach on the floor. I mean, I think we saw in one of Rob's 360s where he's communicating the whole 24 seconds of the shot clock, getting people in order. He foresees things. So he sees mismatches. He told someone to go to the corner, I think it was Caruso, because he knew he had Dwight Howard in the post, threw it into Dwight. They had to come and double team. Dwight was smart enough to throw it out. So Rondo's a leader, man. He's done it before. He's a stabilizer, and you're right. He had the opportunity, and he showed us why he's valued.
Can't say it enough, though, guys. You don't win without that bench. 4 guys in double figures. Yep. Dudley, who didn't even score, comes up with a couple big defensive stops, a couple of screens. Caruso was great. Really impressive.
Yeah, all this talk about the other team in town having a deep team, a great bench, and the Clippers do. When you have Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell as backups, that's a pretty good start right there. But how about the Lakers showing their depth in 2 really good teams, in 2 really good cities on this trip? Dallas and OKC would both make the playoffs if they started right now, and that's not an easy thing to say in the West. And the Laker bench really rose to the top in both these wins.
All right, let's get you to OKC for the highlights. No Danny Green, no Mike Trudell, but don't worry. Allie Clifton is in OKC, ready to step up. Allie, welcome.
I was going to say, I'm here. I'm going to hold on as much as I can.
Put me in, Coach.
Yeah, but to your point about Kyle Kuzma, many wondering last night, though it was going to be by committee for the large part, how would Kuz fill that larger role without Anthony Davis? As you mentioned, I think he passed with flying colors, that season-high 26 points to go along with 6 boards, Geeter. But for Frank Vogel, it wasn't just the scoring that impressed him the most, but the way in which Kuz was scoring. That's what impressed Frank and those around him the most.
Yeah, he really picked up some of the scoring load. I like that he did it for the most part within the flow of the offense. That's what we're asking him to do is just be one of the 5 players on the court. He doesn't have to fill out any other role than just be aggressive and make the right play. And he did that tonight, and not only scored the basketball but made a number of plays with the pass as well.
Kuz was just Kuz. And he's getting more and more healthy, and he's getting more and more acclimated with what we want to do offensively and defensively. Need a special tonight in AD's absence, so obviously we need everybody to be bigger than what they've been playing because of AD's absence, and Kuz did that.
So Kuz was Kuz last night, but kind of like LeBron said, guys, and Dwight said at the beginning of the season, we're not here to just talk about it, we're here to actually be about it. So I'm here, and I'm wasting no time. Give me this, give me this.
Give me this. There, Allie. Oh! Yeah! Allie, dunk on the truck.
Mack Truck is here.
Who did you pretend you were dunking on, Allie?
Who did you pretend you were dunking on, James said?
Who did you pretend you were dunking on?
Brez.
That an easy target?
Rob said you picked Brez.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Brez.
You said Brez because Rob said he would have blocked it. That's why you couldn't go with him.
I know better than to mess with Big Shot. I know better.
Allie.
Know your personnel.
Allie, you know what? When you're done with your hit, walk by that guy and say, I just dunked in your face. Love it. Nice job, Allie.
They were cool.
Yeah, I know, and I loved every second of it. Love it. Allie
funny.
Clifton, dominant performance.
Grace,
by
you
the
got
way,
to you
right
got
there.
you got to up your reputation.
Yeah,
around
man.
here,
Allie's dunked.
Yeah.
She was thinking of you, dunking on that guy.
I am the shortest of
She
us.
didn't even say
That's what I
Geeter.
came up
By the
with.
way, that was awesome.
That was great. I don't really give Allie too many kudos, but I give her.
You're allowed to.
You do, don't you? You did right there. I'm gonna let her know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew who to choose, didn't you, Rob?
Exactly.
Give me a high five, baby. One of those two over there.
Funny, don't they, Russ?
They're like 6'9". That would be
Come on,
terrible.
Gator. We got the show to
Time
do,
for
man.
Access 360, brought to you by Morongo Casino
Straight up
Resort and
quickly.
Spa. That's how you straighten up,
Good
guys.
times.
Good times.
Good
indeed.
times. Good times
Time to
indeed.
go off the show. Kyle Kuzma got the start, responded, delivered. Rob, get up to the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how Kuz scored.
job.
I'm gonna show you a couple.